Yes, hi Jay.
Hello.
You said near the fire station. What are your cross streets?
Reseda and Lassen.
And can you tell me how you heard about the board or what? How you
Oh, I must have signed up for the newsletter quite a while ago.
And can you tell me, are you involved with any other community organizations in the area?
Isn't it highly unusual to be asking about community organizations when we know the person who's asked the question has been highly judgmental about community organizations getting involved in the neighborhood council's business?
Hi, Kurt. Yes, I have a question too. What would be your nearest cross streets?
Oh, I'm at Baird Avenue, and so Celtic and Reseda.
Okay, so that, I'm sorry, that would be on the west side of Reseda, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
So how did you hear about this position? You said it was through someone at Porter Ranch?
Yeah, Eric Nam, who's the president of the Planning Commission.
I also wanted to remind you that the neighborhood council represents more than the residents who live within the neighborhood area, that it's also people who have other relationships to the area, and a person could be a member or a stakeholder in more than one neighborhood council. And it seems to me that there are certain members of your council that seem to forget that sometimes and only want to hear from people who live within your borders.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to that, that we are, as a neighborhood council, supposed to represent the stakeholders within our boundaries, just like every other neighborhood council is supposed to be responsible for the stakeholders within their boundaries. Thank you. Just one final thing. We are supposed to be advocates for our stakeholders. And again, I want to emphasize, we're not supposed to be a platform for large other outside organizations, but we are supposed to advocate for our stakeholders with the interests and the things that matter to them. And those are the things we should be addressing. Thank you. And a lot of people said they were members of Northridge West Neighborhood Council who I know are not. So that kind of skews it a little bit. But I'm all in favor of our stakeholders having a voice. I just don't believe that we should be a platform for campaign managers for Lundquist or anything like that. I think that kind of twists the voice of our stakeholders. That's a simple thing to say. I also think that the source of the people that are in favor of this are not our stakeholders. They are not the people that voted for Lee. If we had some Lee people that voted for Lee that are,
I'll talk to you later.
Then we should address it. But to jump on board with people that have been campaign managers and so forth for his opponent, I think it's incorrect. And even people that were his opponents they were even part of this. So it's biased.
Speculating, but I don't think we should be speculating or making any speculations as to what people are coming in. And I think we should be very cautious. And